my dad in 1984 were talking on the phone constantly about what was going on with global education, all the horrible values-destroying programs, role-playing psychodrama, the worst stuff, death education, survival games where the kids have to decide who's going to be allowed in the lifeboat and who isn't, depending on what your category is in life. This stuff, my father was listening from the other room because we had him downstairs in a room next to the kitchen so we could take care of him. And so he must have had some, I mean, I think I brainwashed him. I think I brainwashed my father at the end of his life because a week before he died, he looked at me. First of all, I said, did he want to read the New York Times? He was not, he really was at the point where he didn't read much. And I gave it to him and he just threw it on the floor. He was lying in bed. He threw it on the floor and he said, you know, if I had more time, I'd help you. So that was really wonderful, you know, that at least I feel at the end of his life, at least he understood his daughter. That was nice to know. He used to say to me, Char, you're a very good writer, but I don't know whether I like what you write about. And I thought, well, that's a compliment from you. You're a good writer, too, and a speaker. He was always a very fine speaker. But I thought, okay, I've come a long ways. He thought I was a good writer, but didn't like what I was writing about or what I was saying. And then finally he said, you know, if he had more time, he'd help me. So you can say that with, I'm not making excuses for Skull and Bones members, but you could say that a good percentage of each class is really quite innocuous, even though they may still go to the island, you know, where they have the camping and all that, and Dad did that, and even though they may be bound to vote for the Skull and Bones candidate, like my father always voted for Bush, and my mother was a Southern conservative who would vote for Barry Goldwater or make a mistake like I did and vote for Reagan. So their votes always canceled one another out because Dad would have voted Skull and Bones candidate no matter what. Maybe they take a pledge or something, I don't know. Let's go for Dad. Thompson. I think I am even mentioned in this evil little book. Yes, I am. Thompson, 1924. There's Thompson. There's Thompson in 1924, and you will see there where he was born and where he went to college, that he was married to my mother, that he was mayor of several towns. He was a very civic-minded person, and everybody loved him. He always got elected. The most generous person on earth that ever existed. If anybody had a problem, you know, he'd be right in on that, offering to help out no matter what. And he was a vestryman at the Episcopal Church, and I don't know what else Dad was, except he was the order at Yale. Anyway, did you get that picture okay?
I did. I could even see your name on there.
Oh, good. So it says 1924, law retired, born January 3rd, 1903, Johannesburg, South Africa, where he resided, Moseley Road, Far Hills, New Jersey, worked at Appleton, Rice and Pear, New York, counsel and director, SEBA Corporation, 4664, mayor, Sands Point, New York, 40-47, member, Township Committee, Mendham, New Jersey, 61 to 71, married June 4, 1927, Charlotte Dyer, and daughter, Victoria Romig, and Charlotte. My goodness, my name is in the Skull and Bones little black book of members. I didn't even know that, huh? Well, good for you, Charlotte. I wonder what they say about me. Oh, they're so all to themselves. They probably don't even know about me. They probably don't even know about Dad anymore. So now we have, oh, this is an interesting one here. Oh, look at all these bushes. Bush, 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 bush. How about it? Let me give you a, there we are, look. Bush, 1948, George Herbert Walker. Well, we're going to, oh, my representative to the UN, chairman of the Republic. This is a good one. George Herbert Walker, born in, you know, he must have graduated in 1948, right? And born 1924 in Milton, Massachusetts, director CIA, Washington, D.C., residence in Washington, and president and chairman Zapata Offshore Company, 58 to 66, member U.S. Congress, 67-70, U.S. permanent rep to the United Nations, ambassador, 71 to 72, chairman, Republican National Committee, 73-74, boy, he doesn't give up, does he? Chief U.S. Liaison Office, Peking People's Republic of China, 74-75, lieutenant, junior grade, U.S. Navy, 42-45, 3 air medals, married January 6 to Barbara, 1945, children, George W., 1968, John E., Neil M., Marvin P., and Dorothy. Yep, okay. Then we have, gosh, George Jr., 1968, born, that was the class. He was born in 1946 in New Haven, resides in Houston, Texas. That's all they have for him. Oh, this is an old book, see? Yeah, okay. Then James, I never knew about James, did you?
Yeah, he's the brother. Well, I've heard about him.
Okay. And I knew about the girl. Yeah. Bush, 1953, Jonathan. Oh, I knew about him. He used to park his car in our garden in Camden before he would go out on sailing trips. Somehow we must have met him. He was very nice, Jonathan. Yeah, he'd be gone for about a month on the island, whatever island, Vinyl Haven or one of them, and he would leave his car in our garage or in our parking lot. And he was a rather nice guy. And then we have Prescott, 1917. That's the year for him. That's important. He was born in 1895. Columbus, Ohio. Died in October 8, 1972, New York, New York. Greenwich, Connecticut Republican Town Meeting, 32 to 52, moderator. Yale Corporation, 44 to 58. U.S. Senator from Connecticut, 52 to 63, that was a long time. Formerly partner Brown Brothers Harriman, see, you got all that. And in August 6, 1921, Dorothy Walker, married Dorothy Walker. And their children were George, Jonathan, William, and Nancy. Okay. That's that. That's the Bushes. We could go through a lot of people. You know what's interesting? Let's just take a look here. We're in BU. Let's take a look at Buckley, huh? The great leader of the conservative movement, huh? Buckley. William Frank. He graduated in 1950. This is the guy that was put up there as a good, a friend of the socialist economists. What's his name? The really socialist economist? I can't remember his name. They were always such good friends. I always wondered how that could be. No, I can't remember right now, but he's very well known. Anyway, Buckley. Buckley. Gosh, there are a lot of Buckleys. There's Christopher Taylor, New York City author, editor, journalist. I wonder if he's related. Chief speechwriter, the Vice President of the United States. Buckley Fergus Reed, writing, Paris, France. Novelist and lecturer. They're all in media, right? It could well be. They're